Introducing contestant number 2, Prince Abdul Hakim. Contestant number 3, he is the inspirational Colin James. Is a young man who at the age of 17 became the youngest champion in pure pro wrestling history. He is the young man who defeated the 5-year reign of James Alexander to become your reigning and defending pure pro wrestling Michigan State Cruiserweight Champion. Please welcome to the Park Theater, the Global Flyer Dragon! Ladies and gentlemen, from the sold-out historic Park Theater in downtown Holland, Michigan, this is Top Rope TV. Brian Spencer and my good friend Drew Black back with me here at the announce table.
Brian, it is a pleasure to be back with you here at the announce table in the Park Theater, a sold-out crowd to see this fatal four-way for the Cruiserweight title.
And it's obvious by this crowd reaction, Drew, who the favorite in this match is.
If you can't figure that one out, let me spell it out for you. D-R-A-K-E, Drake.
The Global Flyer, the youngest champion in pure pro wrestling history. This is a fatal four-way, Drew. One pin and it's over. Drake does not have to be pinned to lose that title. Who's your favorite in this match?
I have to say right now, going into this match, unfortunately my favorite just got thrown out, but I have to stick with the absolute fact. Trevor Hunt. He is a rising star in PPW and is one to watch.
And we're down here to the former members of the Motor City Flyers. These were the men who won the tag team titles years ago.
Lots of history here, lots of bad blood as well. Prince Abdul Hakim and the Global Flyer Drake have no love lost for each other, that's for sure.
Well, they started in the Motor City Flyers, they ended up going to Obsidian, and we know what happened with Drake and Obsidian there, and now they're trading blows here at the Park Theater, Drew.
Looks like Drake's got the upper hand on Hakim right now, whipping him off the rope. Oh, what a nice reversal.
Big flying forearm by the Global Flyer, the reigning Cruiserweight champion with everything to lose and nothing to gain tonight.
Right, as you said before, Drake does not have to get pinned or submit in this match to lose. You have to think what is running through his mind right now.
I don't know if our camera picked this up, but Colin James was just thrown into the wall out here by the absolute fact Trevor Hunt. Meanwhile, back in the ring, Drake is looking to take flight. Flying clothesline, down goes the Prince. We have the cover, Drew. This could be over early. There's two, but only a two. The absolute fact, Trevor Hunt is back in the ring now. Drake, a house of fire so far. He needs to be to retain that Michigan State Cruiserweight title. Drake taking it to the chop house tonight. Drake setting up for a springboard. What's he going to do? He can do everything up there. Oh, but Trevor Hunt had it scouted. And down goes the champion. Hunt with a cover. Only a two. You're going to have to do a lot more to the Cruiserweight champion Drake to keep him down, Drew. That might have done it, though. I think he's going to work on Drake's knee.
Right now, Trevor's controlling the match in the ring, but right in front of us, we've got Colin James kicking Abdul Hakim right now.
Literally stomping in the ribcage of the Prince Abdul Hakim. And now, Trevor Hunt, the absolute fact, choking the Global Flyer with his boot in the ring. This is going everywhere. This might end up back at the VFW down the road here, Drew.
Yeah, the second Saturday in October, we'll be back in Holland at the VFW. We might see a title change, and what are we going to see after that?
Who knows, but the Park Theater might not be able to contain these two tonight. We almost had a new champion right there.
What a powerful DDT from the absolute fact, Trevor Hunt. We'll see if Drake can recover.
Trevor Hunt not getting over very well with this Holland crowd, and meanwhile out here, Abdul Hakim has been laying out for a moment after getting rammed into that wall by Colin James. Meanwhile, back in the ring, Trevor Hunt doing the right thing. He's trying to wear down Drake, keep him on the ground so he can't fly.
Absolutely, but Drake is getting this crowd behind him. That is the one thing that Drake has in this match that nobody else does. This Holland crowd loves the Global Flyer, and they are going to give him all of their energy.
They're feeding off the energy, but right here, out on the outside, we have another brawl with Colin James. These two have to get in the ring to win this match. I don't know if they realize that. Oh,
what a clip from the absolute fact, Trevor Hunt, right on Drake's knee.
Right,
I wonder if that's going to take him out from that high-flying ability.
Right, he's been working on that knee quite a bit in this match. It's a target now. Trevor Hunt. Wait a minute, here comes Colin James. The inspirational belly, the flat belly suplex.
That is something that I don't want to be on the receiving end of, Brian. I don't know about you.
I don't want to be anywhere near ring with anybody who wrestles on this staff. We've got a cover, but Abdul Hakim mustering enough energy to make the break.
You gotta wonder what's going through these competitors' minds right now. They're all looking for a shot. They want that Cruiserweight title, so they're going all out. All cylinders firing.
Matches like this should just be called a scramble because that's what this is. These are just 4 eggs in a frying pan trying to get out. Hakim with a beautiful maneuver there. This could be it.
Global Flyer in to break up that pin, saving his title.
He's going to have to do that. Remember, Drake does not have to be pinned to lose the Cruiserweight title tonight.
What a kick to the face on Abdul Hakim from Drake.
And this rich history continuing as Drake looking to springboard again. Look at the hang time by the Cruiserweight champion.
Sending him all the way across the ring. Now we got to cover.
There's two, and, well, both men were able to break it up there.
Both Trevor Hunt and Colin James on the same page right at that moment saying, no, we want the title.
Your pick is still in this match, Drew.
And my pick is absolutely going to take home the title.
Drew Black, ladies and gentlemen, he's not the best color commentator in the business for nothing. We're trading blows in the ring here
All
at the
four
Park
men
Theater.
slugging it out right now.
We're having fun on Top Rope TV. What a kick by Colin James and a huge enziguri by Drake. All these men are hurt, however.
All four down. We're going to see. Maybe one of them's going to come up here and go ahead and steal a pin.
At the moment, Drake, the Cruiserweight champion, is the only one that's showing any sort of life right now.
You got to wonder if that kick from Colin James onto Trevor Hunt did anything, and then you got to look at that enziguri taking out Prince Abdul Hakim. Oh,
all
first
four
one
men are
up.
to their knees here.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be getting somebody up. Back to trading some blows.
These men will go to war as they are right now for this Cruiserweight title. And we've got a Mexican standoff of chops here, Drew.
Just chopping each other. Who's going to be the first to fall? Just tree trunks. Oh, Colin James, first one down.
That's right. Drake decided to get this out of the chop house, but now an inverted atomic drop. And the absolute fact might be making Drew some money here in a minute here.
I think so.
But Drake flung too far from the ring. Hunt has to wait. It's time to pull him back, but now Trevor Hunt looking to take flight.
He's going to the top rope. I'm going to call it right here. Elbow drop. One, two. Oh, never mind.
Well, the Prince Abdul Hakim has something to say about that.
You got to wonder if Abdul here is going, I want this title so bad that I'm going to give out everything.
Hard superplex, and you absolutely know he is. You know since Obsidian lost those tag titles, he has wanted gold again. And a huge slam.
Colin James slamming Hakim there, but he's not going for the cover. What's going on?
Abdul rolled out of the ring, and there's the elbow from Drake. We've got a cover. There's two. Drake retains. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner is still beautiful wrestling Michigan State Cruiserweight champion, the Global Flyer, another title match? Then let's give it to you, ladies and gentlemen. Our next contest set for one fall is for the Pure Pro Wrestling Michigan State Women's Championship. Introducing first, however, at this time, the special enforcer for this match, she herself, a former and the very first Pure Pro Wrestling Michigan State Women's Champion, the Warrior Princess Ten Sheen. Derringer. Please welcome, for her debut in the Park Theater, the runaway Marley Rain. Ladies and gentlemen, the Runaways' opponent this evening is the current reigning and defending Pure Pro Wrestling Michigan State Women's Champion, the Enforcer of Obsidian, Chaos! Before we begin this match, it is sponsored tonight by Red Robin of Holland, IHOP of Holland, and ABC Warehouse of Holland. Well, wait a minute here, Drew. We've got Hannah Henderson.
Exactly. Hannah Henderson's getting herself involved in this match before we start.
Well, this thing is broken down to a pure 6 already. The enforcer of this match, Tenchi, has to deal with Hannah Henderson, but I guess that's kind of her job?
Absolutely. The last time we were here in Holland, Chaos was able to defeat Marley Rain with a little bit of help. That's why Tenchi is here to protect Marley Rain from that outside interference, and she just did her job.
And that's one thing about all the Obsidian members I can never understand. They don't need the help. They are talented alone, but they will do anything to win.
Well, that's the key there, Brian. Anything to win.
Chaos definitely has the veteran experience, but you've got to give it up. Marley Rain has not been training long. She is already getting women's title shot matches.
That just shows you the tenacity and ability of the runaway Marley Rain. She is one of those ones that you look at and you just don't know what she's going to bring to the ring.
Marley Rain should have run away from that big leg drop from Chaos. That was almost over just about before it even began.
What? Again, Marley Rain showing you that ability that she has, the tenacity that I won't quit.
When we were here back in May in Holland, Michigan at the VFW, Marley Rain really run this crowd over. She's going to need all the help she can get from them tonight. Sunset flip.
Sunset flip attempt by Chaos. Marley using that quick feet to get out of the way.
Outsmarting the veteran, dropping her on her head in a very interesting maneuver there, Drew. We could have knocked her out.
Oh, only a 1 count though. Chaos showing you why she is the enforcer of Obsidian.
That's right. Marley Rain will definitely have the speed, but as soon as Chaos catches you, it's over.
But she's still using that speed right now with a double running knee.
Exactly what she has to do.
That's what she has to do to win this match. Is exactly right, Brian. She has to stay on Chaos no matter what. She can't let her breathe.
Marley Rain used all of her body weight in those big elbows, taking Chaos down. Might have caught her on the chin, staggered her a little bit. Now's her chance. Go for that win. Make yourself famous.
Roll her over, go for the 1, 2, 3. Don't wait, you've got to go now.
Marley might be a little starstruck here in Holland, though. She's not used to these type of crowds.
Right, this might cost her the match, though. She should be there trying to go for a pin. Getting some energy from the crowd right now is Marley Rain.
This capacity crowd willing on the runaway as she's going to look to take flight. Coup de grace to the back of Chaos. Marley Rain doing exactly what we talked about, Drew, keeping Chaos grounded and not letting her breathe.
Right, but she's not trying to go for the win. She needs to try and win this match right here, right now.
Let me ask you, Drew, you're in training for wrestling. Hold on, we've got a cover here and almost a new champion. You're in training for wrestling. Is that because you think Marley Rain scouted Chaos and knew that this isn't going to put her down, she needs to do more?
Absolutely. Marley might be thinking, I'm not going to get the win, so I got to keep going. But the thing we're always taught is anything can lead to a flash victory. And that's right now what Marley needs to win this match. Brian, listen to that crowd here in Holland with Marley, but Chaos taking her.
Unfortunately, Marley missed. You're absolutely right, Drew. And now, this is the trouble we talked about. She caught her. Oh, wait a minute. Our official got kicked in the face accidentally by the runaway. Huge Death Valley slam there.
Chaos noticing the ref's down. She's not going to take and go for the pin, but what is she going to do right now? Is she going to take advantage of this moment?
She is going to solidify her win. Meanwhile, the enforcer outside of the ring, Tenchi, is trying to get the attention of our unconscious official. Remember, Tenchi is an enforcer. She can interject herself in here.
And she is right now as we speak, Brian.
Chaos looking for the cheap win again. Tenchi not having it. A tug of war for two women who fought over this belt several times, Drew.
Right, and Tenchi lost the belt back in Retro Slam to Chaos. She's got a little bit of a bone to pick.
Oh, wait a minute.
Marley with an unintentional kick to Tenchi there.
Chaos had her scouted and unfortunately taking down Tenchi. I hope Tenchi knows it was an accident. Meanwhile, the combatants are spilling out to the floor here at the Park Theater. Seems to be happening a lot tonight.
You're right. When you go to the outside, you can't win the match. So Marley Rain's got to get Chaos back in the ring and take the pinfall right now.
This is sort of kind of turned into an impromptu triple threat here as these three lethal ladies of wrestling are hammering each other right in front of us. Drew, you tell me to leave, you're going to be talking to yourself.
Right now.
Hold on a second here. Where are they going?
But Brian, look right in front of you.
Wait a second there. Where was she?
She just came out from under the ring or out of the crowd right now.
She literally just popped up from the broadcast table here.
She's getting herself involved. Looks like we got a little bit of a brawl going on right now, Brian.
This fight cannot be contained in the Park Theater, ladies and gentlemen.
We got our security involved trying to pull them apart.
We've got referees coming out. I don't know if there's going to be a count out here or what.
I don't know. The referees have to get control of this match. It seems like we've got some security.
We can't have anybody counting out. He's unconscious.
We might have another official getting involved right now.
Well, from my vantage point, we do have security sort of separating these two, but no, it's not lasting, Drew.
That is true.
Tell you what, folks, there's never a bad seat in the house for Pure Pro Wrestling.
Not at all. I'll take that to the bank.
Well,
the referee.
It appears that Tenchi and Hannah Henderson has fought out of our line of sight. They might be fighting off on 10th Street here in Holland.
And Chaos and Marley Rain are trying to get back through. Oh, Chaos just knocked.
Security guard.
She just laid that security guard out.
Unbelievable, what a night. Hannah Henderson has reemerged from the back.
Chaos wisely stopping and getting her butt to the ring.
Is she getting into the ring or is she
I don't
setting
know.
up? Hold on, Marley Rain!
Marley coming right back at her.
Like a pit bull, Drew! Hold it, hold it, hold it!
No! Oh! What a body slam right on the concrete.
I could hear the wind from Marley Rain's body expel from her body on that slam. They're literally at our feet, Drew.
Just a thickening, sickening thud.
When Chaos tells you to move, you better be going.
Exactly. You do not stand in her way.
Gonna be over here.
Chaos grabbing her title. Looks like she's decided that she's done. She's going home.
Is this it, or are we?
I don't know. The crowd behind here pretty hyped for Marley. Marley Rain, get up!
Oh my God!
What a belt shot!
I think Marley's unconscious. I think Chaos is just leaving here. This might be over. This might be over unexpectedly.
Somebody needs to go check on Marley Rain.
Yeah, we need some help, but wait a minute. She is stirring, but yeah, somebody needs to.
We might need some medical assistance out here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are awaiting if there is even an official decision on this match. And our referee has just thrown this out. This match is a draw, ladies and gentlemen.
Holland, Michigan, Friday, July 31st, Pure Pro Wrestling returns to Park Theater for a Summer Smash.
You shut your mouth!
That's right. Get up close and personal with the stars of PPW, featuring Michigan State Heavyweight Champion Big Dom, Two Fly, Marley Rain, TNA Gut Check winner Jack Price, former TNA X Division Champion Brody Raju, The Absolute Fact Trevor Hunt, Jake Farrow, Hannah Henderson, and more.
Who's gonna take the big belt home tonight?
PPW presents Summer Smash. Tickets now available at pureprowrestling.net.
Introducing first, the team of Z-Man, the Amazing Zondo, and the Territory Kenneth Riddle, the Real Men's Wrestling Club! Ladies and gentlemen, their opponents this evening is one of the hottest tag teams in Pure Pro Wrestling history. Please welcome to the Park Theater, Iso Rico and Apollo Prime, Two Fly! Ladies and gentlemen, this is Top Rope TV from the, I don't even want to say sold out. We are oversold at the Historic Park Theater in Holland, Michigan tonight. Brian Spencer and Drew Black. It's great to be back with you, Drew. We haven't seen each other since April.
Right, it's been a long time. We've got a wonderful contest here between the tag team of Two Fly, Apollo Prime, and Iso Rico taking on the Real Man's Wrestling Club, the Amazing Zondo and Ken Riddle. This up-and-coming tag team is really going to be put to the test tonight with the team of Two Fly.
Drew, you know that a win tonight here in Holland, Michigan is going to propel the winning team right to the top of the tag team rankings for the Midwest Misfits tag team titles.
Either team taking a victory tonight has a great shot at bringing home tag team gold.
And Apollo Prime stirring up this Holland crowd in a good way with the arm wrenches to the... he has a lot of nicknames for himself. One of them's the consensual kissing or something, Amazing Zondo.
We can just call him Z-Man, the Amazing Zondo.
That's what he calls himself. And what an attitude change from this young man. He was one half of the beloved Puzzle Express. Felt Tank was holding him back. And
you gotta
here he
remember,
is.
he has been on a mean streak ever since they broke up, and look where he is now. He is in a #1 contenders match, going for the tag team titles.
He most certainly is, and he's on the wrong part of town right now as Two Fly has cut this ring in half nicely, keeping Zondo away from the territory. A nice tandem offense here by Two Fly. Kick to the chest.
Iso Rico with a standing frog splash, going for a cover.
I can't even call the action. I'm out of breath watching Two Fly.
You've got to look at this. Two Fly is an amazing tag team. They are what we like to call tag team specialists.
No doubt about it. You've seen it with every good tag team in history.
And Zondo, they're using a little bit of a dirty tactic, kicking the rope out from under Iso Rico's feet. But you can look at it, the Real Man's Wrestling Club, they're going to win at any cost.
No doubt, learning that from their mentor, the last real man of professional wrestling, Silas Young, who has put Ken Riddle under his wing and feels he can fly out of the nest now. Let him do his thing.
Last time we were here in Holland, did not Silas Young tell Ken Riddle, "You remind me of myself"?
It's interesting you say that because it was a year ago at this event that Silas Young faced Kenneth Riddle for the first time.
And then they went on to have a great series of matches with Ken Riddle taking the series.
The Amazing Zondo caving in the chest of Iso Rico here. Oh, but Rico trying to fight out.
Absolutely, trying to fight back a little bit. He needs to get to his corner and tag Apollo Prime right now, but the Amazing Zondo catching him and bringing him back.
Unbelievable. All of these men you see in the ring coming through Camp Justice in Goodrich, Michigan. Go to pureprowrestling.net to find out how you can train to be a professional wrestler. We almost had a victory for the Real Men's Wrestling Club there.
You can train with the future stars of professional wrestling, but look right now, we've got a 3-on-1
here
situation.
We are, the numbers game, the Iceman, Elliot Lumen at ringside, the third member of the RMWC.
The Real Men's Wrestling Club, Brian. If you're going to say it right.
Just trying to save time. Ken Riddle almost went the cover. Didn't hook the leg, though, on Iso Rico. That's a mistake.
Maybe a mistake, or maybe it's a sign of confidence. Ken Riddle controlling the match right now.
Riddle is nothing but short of confidence, that's for sure.
You got to wonder, even with the crowd getting behind Iso Rico right now, but we got Ken Riddle right back at it, showing that prowess, that reason why he is called the Territory.
And it's Riddle making fun of Two Fly here, but Iso Rico taking exception to that off the roll. And that momentum was stopped with an elbow, just a straight elbow. No wrestling there.
Nope, that's just smash mouth elbow to the jaw.
Iso Rico desperately reaching for Apollo Prime, but look at this. The veteran-like presence of Kenneth Riddle has amazed me since I first saw him wrestle, Drew.
You're right. Ken Riddle is controlling the match with the Amazing Zondo. They are cutting this ring in half, using that tag team prowess, that tag team ability, that Real Men's Wrestling way of thinking. Amazing Zondo here. It looks like Oh, we might be going for a bit. Oh, Iso Rico with a powerful drop kick. Is that enough for him to go to get the tag to
It's
Apollo
drop
Prime?
kick, but he has taken a ton of punishment. He needs to get over to that tag. Don't even try for the pin. He needs to go for that corner.
Apollo Prime reaching. We've got Iceman Elliott Lumen on the outside trying to get the Amazing Zondo to get up.
And look at this, Drew. Both men are on the opposite side of their corners, but you'll notice Zondo has no one to tag.
Wait.
And that's why right there.
Ken Riddle showing that skill and that prowess that he's got and the stuff he learned from wrestling Silas Young.
And look
Win
at that.
at all costs.
And look at that. The Amazing Zondo with a clothesline to the small of the back of Iso Rico.
And then whips him into the corner so hard that Rico bounced out, Brian.
Now, Drew, this is very interesting because this is the first time Zondo and Kenneth Riddle have teamed up. Apollo Prime and Iso Rico have been teaming for quite a while, but it has been the Real Men's Wrestling Club showing tag team prowess. Sunset flip into a powerbomb. This is it. He's got to go for the tag.
He's got to get the tag, but Ken Riddle is right there. If he just reached his arm up, he could tag the Amazing Zondo, and we could be in the way of another victory.
Again, you go back to that in-ring prowess, that veteran-like sense of Kenneth Riddle. There's the tag, and there's the tag to Prime. We've got a fresh Apollo Prime in the ring. Laying out Zondo.
Those
And
flying forearms. What a
Huge
drop kick. Nice kip up from Apollo Prime. He's getting the crowd behind him. He is going to show the Amazing Zondo what he's made of.
Apollo Prime is fresh, and he's mad. You don't want that in the ring.
Now we got Ken Riddle using, again, that prowess, that wrestling ability, that real man's wrestling ability.
Iso Rico back in the ring, neutralizing both Elliott Lumen and Kenneth Riddle, but Zondo has Rico up.
What a
great
suplex.
buster.
The Amazing Zondo is in the ring. He is in control of the match right now. We have Apollo Prime getting up. The Amazing Zondo shouldn't be playing with the crowd right now, though. He should be ending this match.
This has been something since the attitude change in Zondo. He has let the crowd get in his head one too many times, and it might happen here now. Missed twice. Prime throws him into Rico and huge kick. Uh-oh.
Prime going to the top rope. There's the tag.
Going to the wheelhouse with a springboard splash, and now Rico, corkscrew. Look at this.
Another one
Right on the back of his head.
Another.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zondo has been busted wide open, it looks like, from my vantage point here.
Double leg drop.
I think his knee might have caught the eyebrow of Zondo.
But we got Ken Riddle breaking up the pin.
And he might have to. Zondo might be very badly hurt after this. Yeah, Zondo being drugged by Kenneth Riddle the corner so Riddle can get the tag. Yes, Zondo is busted open,
Absolutely.
Drew.
I could see that crimson color coming off of his face. Ken Riddle coming in, getting a hold of Apollo Prime.
We've got a whole mess here right now. Zondo has just seen his own blood, and you know that's gonna... Oh, no,
Oh, what a clothesline. Right into his own partner. Zondo eating a super kick.
Beautiful move by Apollo Prime to duck out of the way, and now isolating and neutralizing the Real Men's Wrestling Club again. Remember, Rico made the tag.
Rico is the legal man.
Two fly, Rico over the top.
Top rope plancha. One.
There's two. Zondo still able to kick out. My two fly almost landed into the lap of Gerber Commercial, one of our sponsors here tonight.
Don't hurt the sponsors there, guys.
I always call the front row a splash zone, Drew. You know that.
It is a splash zone, but we have to be careful.
Look at this. Still showing the tandem defense now.
You got to wonder with the speed of Two Fly where this is going from here.
Clothesline into the German suplex.
That's a powerful move. They're setting him up. What do we got here? It looks like Iso Rico and Apollo Prime are setting Zondo up for something.
They're measuring. Lumen and Riddle are still down out here on the floor. Double kick to the head. That's got to do it. That has got to do it. Zondo is dead weight. We even have a double pin by Two Fly. The
Iceman pulling the referee out. go to the Real Men's Wrestling Club, win at all costs. They're not going to lose this match. They're
The
going to do
numbers
everything
game,
they
it
can.
comes into play so many times here in Pure Pro Wrestling. Kenneth Riddle now back in, neutralizing two fly, while the Iceman, Elliot Lumen, is manhandling the referee outside. You better watch it here.
Hey, Iceman, you should probably take your hands off the referee. That's a good way to get your team disqualified.
And some serious fines and suspensions, too, from the Pure Pro Wrestling Board of Directors. Meanwhile, Iso Rico sunset flip. Landed on the apron, though.
What a shoulder right to Ken Riddle. We're going over the top. Sunset flip attempt. Oh, but Ken Riddle showed it. He's got hold of the ropes.
Lumen! That's it! I can't believe it! Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, ZM, the Amazing Zongo, and the Territory Kenneth Riddle, the Real Men's Wrestling Club! And ladies and gentlemen, I have just received word that by victory of this match, the Real Men's Wrestling Club are the new #1 contenders for the Michigan State Tag Team Championship and will face the Midwest Misfits for the title in October here in Holland. It gives me the greatest pleasure in the world to introduce to you the newest member of the Pure Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. Hi!
Before you go anywhere, I just want you to know that video that you just showed right there, that was the biggest load of crap I have ever seen in my life. Do not quit your day job. Yeah, I will be here as long as I need to be here. This is the biggest travesty that I have ever seen in my life. Who is the reason why any of you know who Dylan Knight is? Me! I am! I should be in the Hall of Fame! Not him at all! When he first came here, he was a great, awesome talent. I saw that. He was better than anybody else. I am not a prophet, nor the son of a prophet. But I did say that he was the GOAT, and I did say he was the future Hall of Famer. And you know why he's there? Because of me! When does Jack Kelly get his appreciation? He was on the radio talking all about, oh, it's nice to have a little gratitude. Oh, it's nice to have some humility. This is the most ungratuitous and unhumble person you will ever meet in your life. If this was true, if what he said on this radio was true, then he would come down to this ring, get on his knees, and thank me for everything that I have done for him. On your knees to thank me. Oh, the same people that want to hear you. Here you go. Here you go.
So this is supposed to be my special moment. But first off, shut up, please. First off, let me thank the most important person in the room, the fans. You see, Jack Kelly, you seem to forget. You think you created everything in pro wrestling. Well, guess what? You, me, and all the history of pro wrestling doesn't exist without these people. Some things change, but some things seem to always stay the same. One thing that has never changed, and I think all these people in Holland would agree, you have been and always will be nothing but an asshole. I didn't hear what they said. Can you guys say that a little bit louder?
Shut up, all of you!
So hold on. Before I officially get to take my rightful place in the Hall of Fame, I got something I need to get off my chest. You see, Kelly, you're the reason that people got fired from here. You fired Zero, you got rid of Ono, and then you talked me into putting my career on the line, and you got rid of me.
That's right.
So now that we got all of that together, we understand that. I hope your new boys back there, Wilder, Astro, and Cody, hear this loud and clear.
Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Guys, don't trust this man, because as soon as he sees a disadvantage, he will throw you away just like everybody else.
Really? Look up.
a snake in the grass.
Crossroads, South Carolina. He is accompanied tonight by his partner, the Warrior Princess Tenshi. He is the caffeinated Colossus, the Lion of the Concrete Jungle, and a former Michigan State Heavyweight Champion, Gideon His opponent is no stranger to adversity. He has survived a car accident. He was diagnosed with a degenerative eye condition, making him professional wrestling's only legally blind wrestler in the world today. He has survived 2 different types of cancer, 3 strokes, and just a year and a half ago, heart stopped and had a pacemaker installed. But despite all that, at 73 years of age, he is now your Pure Pro Wrestling Michigan State Heavyweight Champion, accompanied to the ring by the fleet interpreter Bella Hayes, Father Time!
If the sponsors come back for their seat, you have to move.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the sold out, oversold out Historic Park Theater in Holland, Michigan, it's Top Rope TV. Brian Spencer alongside my good friend, Drew Black. Drew, last time we were here in Holland, these two tried to have a match, but didn't go according to plan.
You can say that again, Brian. The match was going to be one for the ages. And of course, that dastard Sean Evans got involved.
That dastardly Sean Evans, who earlier in that night won the #1 contendership for the Michigan State heavyweight title. And later on decided to make himself known and threw out this world title. Now, Pure Pro Wrestling's Championship Committee, headed by Scott Brand and Joe Bird, have told us that because of that, Sean Evans' title match is on hold so that Gideon Malice and Father Time can have a proper shot at the title.
That's right, Brian. Now, Gideon Malice, a former Michigan State heavyweight champion, is going up against Father Time, Michigan's Miracle Man. Right now, these two behemoths of the ring are slugging it out.
Absolutely. We're going to see time stamps and chops galore here. It's going to be big, meaty men slapping meat.
Of course it is, Brian. And myself, I've been being on the receiving end of both chops from Gideon Malice and timestamps from Father Time. They do not feel good at all.
I see you still have the scars to show it.
Of course I do.
Now, Father Time is in trouble. Father Time gets grounded.
Dylan wants you. Dylan Knight wants you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been informed by Pure Pro Wrestling Management that they need to take my colleague Brian Spencer away for a moment. So I'm going to be running commentary here by myself. We've got another couple of timestamps from Father Time on Gideon Malice. He is showing this sold out Holland crowd that he is still your Michigan State heavyweight champion. What a suplex there by Father Time on Gideon Malice, throwing him across the ring. And of course, that is not an easy feat for anyone, let alone a 73-year-old man, but he is a power lifter on top of being Michigan's only blind professional wrestler and even the only blind professional wrestler in the world. Now Gideon Malice showing his skill here, taking a run at Father Time. What a splash clothesline in the corner. But Father Time here showing you he's powering up with a mighty line himself on Gideon Malice.
Having a little technical difficulties there, Drew, but I am back, and we've had a real barn burner of a match so far. Banger, I think it's called in the business these days.
I think the young kids like to call it a banger.
My age, we called it a slobber knocker.
My age, we called it a brouhaha.
A Pier 6 brawl, if you really want to go back. Either way, it's a great match here for the Michigan State heavyweight title. Now, we talked about Malice, who is...
What a world's strongest slam there from Gideon Malice on Father Time. But Father Time kicking out at 2. I'm sorry to interrupt there, Brian.
It's not a problem. You don't worry about that. When Gideon Malice slams you, that's all the focus needs to be on. Malice built like a brick wall. Imagine that land. Well, you don't have to imagine. You've had it land on your chest.
Of course I have. And I'll tell you what, both of these men are big, beefy men, and they will make you remember their name before the end of your match.
Now, we talked about Gideon Malice. He's a former 2-time Michigan State heavyweight champion. You look at the lineage of that belt. Zach Gowen, Cobra TA, Rhino, Silas Young, Dylan Knight, Gideon Malice. Above all of them, Gideon Malice had probably the most dominant title reign in the history of that championship.
Brian, look at us right now. It looks like Father Time is going for a time lock right now. But Gideon Malice powering out.
Can Father Time get that time lock on the big shoulders of Malice?
It looks like Malice might be going for a choke bomb, but Father Time is powering out, showing you what the crowd can do to help.
Malice setting up for the fall from grace, but Father Time feeding off that crowd. Wait a second, what is this? What is this?
Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen, we have this big monster, Big D.
What in the... Where did this monster come from? slumped down. And what is this? Bella Hayes is trying to keep Tenchi out of there. I think it's for her own safety, Drew.
That's right. I think this big monster, Big D, what a choke slam!
God almighty. The big dominator.
You ain't so bad! The Lion got a rivalry!
He has laid out every... Drew, I don't think these two are ever going to have a match.
No, I don't think so. Every time these two get in the ring, someone comes to stop it. But I can tell you right now, I do not want to be on the receiving end of a beating from Big D.
Ladies and gentlemen, our main event tonight is the $10,000 gauntlet match for the AIWF Continental Championship. Let me briefly go over the rules. If Derringer can survive every combatant picked by Jack Kelly in this match, he will receive an AIWF Continental Championship match tonight against Danny Astro. If someone can take Dylan Derringer out, they will receive the sum of $10,000 cash from Jack Kelly. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome your combatant tonight, challenging for the AIWF Continental Championship, making his in-ring return here in Holland, Michigan tonight, the man known as Hard to Kill, Dylan Derringer!
Time to raise hell and walk on by. Is there anybody out there saying it's the sun?
special announcement prepared for the next man about to come out, but I'm from Holland, I live here, I work here, and I don't like what he said about me tonight, so I have an announcement for him here. Ladies and gentlemen, here to announce the first combatant in the AIWF Continental Championship Gauntlet is the biggest, living, breathing, walking poster child for birth control I have ever seen in my life, Jack Kelly!
Makes you
And I can be here all day too. Sapioids and sapioids, let me introduce to you the first challenger for the $10,000 Gauntlet Challenge. His name is
Ladies and gentlemen, from the sold-out Park Theater in Holland, Michigan, it's Top Rope TV, Brian Spencer, Drew Black, and when this gets underway, I do want to apologize. I know my announcement for Jack Kelly may have been a little unprofessional. I was wrapped up in the moment. I was very frustrated for him ruining that moment earlier tonight, but I am here to be a professional, and I will call this match as such, Drew.
Brian, no need to apologize. I think you said it very eloquently. Exactly how the fans feel.
Well, let's get off of him because, let's face it, he gets too much time as it is. We're here to talk about Hard to Kill Dylan Derringer. This is his in-ring return after a near-career-threatening injury.
Exactly, Brian, but we are also seeing the Holland debut and PPW debut of Cole Deo. This is an excellent student here in the School of Camp Justice, learning to be a pro wrestler, and he is getting his shot tonight.
Give us a brief synopsis of what you've seen of him at the training camp, Drew.
Cole Deo, right now, is one of those students who is an up-and-comer, rising through the ranks very, very quickly. He is showing everyone what he is made of. This guy is intestinal fortitude to a T.
Well, he's in the ring against one of the trainers at Camp Justice, Hard to Kill Dylan Derringer, the man who had to make the heartbreaking decision of calling the bell to end the career of Dylan Knight. He did it for his own good. Dylan Knight was passed out, lost a lot of blood, and now he is looking to pick up in the footsteps. Wow!
Did you hear that?
I don't even know what I was saying. Oh yes, Dylan Derringer is looking to carry on the work Dylan Knight was doing to end the upper echelon, but he's got a rough challenge ahead.
That's right. He's going to have to face an awful lot of opponents this list created by Jack Kelly. I wonder who else is on this list. Unless maybe Cole Deo is going to show everybody what he's about and win the $10,000 right now.
We know that at the end of this gauntlet for Dylan Derringer is Danny Astro. Who's coming out in between then? We don't know.
Well, we may not see a championship match against Danny Astro. We may end up seeing Dylan Derringer, Hard to Kill, defeated right now.
Drew, don't forget, though, in the initial interview, Jack Kelly said that briefcase contained $10,000 and a contract for the AIWF Continental Championship. Does that mean whoever takes out Derringer automatically gets the title shot?
I have been told absolutely they do. Cole Deo with a wonderful move there, and he's trying to pin Dylan Derringer. Hard to Kill. Maybe we might change that name to Hard to Pin.
That's very possible. We know the upper echelon is looking to kill Dill here at Summer Smash, but it's not going to be possible. I mean, they almost did it. And look how he is back right now. Took a few months, but he is back.
Well, of course the upper echelon is going to do everything they can to put him back on the shelf themselves. Or we might have a Hard to Kill actually be killed.
Absolutely. Dylan Derringer, first time fighting this young man. Reversed into a head scissors.
What a super kick.
Folds him in half. That's it.
That's
one
it for
down, and who knows how many more to go.
Our first contestant has lost.
I just want you all to know that I lied. That was the warm-up match. The real first opponent is
and Solomon Stone together. I don't know what I did to deserve this. Oh, for crying out loud.
Let the man bask in his glory, Brian.
There's no turning back now. This is what makes me. This is what
They don't call him the Gold Rush for nothing. He's got his eyes on a prize of $10,000.
But wouldn't that just be peanuts to this guy? Why does he need it so bad?
He doesn't. He just wants it.
Well, he does. It would help to have that $10,000 to go find some more leather members-only jackets.
Brian, remember, Solomon Stone makes it look good.
Yeah.
This crowd may not like him, but that's because this crowd does not know excellence.
And you're saying Solomon Stone actually paid a few fans out here to cheer for him because he was tired of this Holland crowd booing him out of town.
Brian, I don't know where you get your information, but that is not a fact.
I also heard that Solomon Stone's gold turns his neck green.
Brian, I don't know anything about what you're talking about. That man is nothing but pure gold.
Well, I will say, Solomon Stone does have a lot of class. It's all low. And Derringer getting outsmarted here by the, what is he this week, the handsome high roller?
The handsome high roller, the Gold Rush, whatever you want to call him, you're going to call him champ tonight.
We might call him $10,000 richer at least, but not the way this match is starting off. This is match 2 of the Gauntlet. That was a warm-up match against Cole Deo just a moment ago, according to Jack Kelly.
Well, Solomon Stone right there showing you why they call him the gold standard, why he is the high roller.
Well, Stone definitely has the size advantage, and he is a veteran. He knew to go for that cover very quickly.
That's what we've been talking about all night. Show it. You want to win? You got to pin your opponent. Brian, this is showing that high level of excellence.
Drew, was it you who was telling me that the other night in catering you saw Solomon Stone and he was eating corn the long way?
I don't know where you get your information, Brian. That was not me.
I thought I just heard that in the locker room. Excuse me. Pardon me.
Solomon Stone whipping Derringer right into the corner, getting that back on the turnbuckles. That is not a good thing to happen.
You got to remember, what kind of injury did Dylan Derringer just come back from?
He came back from a severe neck injury.
Neck and spine. And that spine went right into the metal turnbuckles. That padding on there is just to make sure nobody gets cut. It doesn't mean it's not going to hurt.
Solomon Stone raining fists down on Dylan Derringer. We might not know that, but he is easy to punch.
And now biting him. There's that class I was talking about. Oh, Derringer face plants him onto that same turnbuckle his spine went into a moment ago.
Now Dylan up there reversing it. Please don't punch this man. His face is too beautiful to be hit.
Oh, Derringer making a mistake there. Should have just went for 10, but got powerbomb.
What a seated powerbomb. Let's go, Solomon Stone.
And Jack Kelly was about to cough up that $10,000, which I'm pretty sure is just an IOU in that briefcase.
I think maybe it might be Wonka bucks.
Golden tickets, perhaps?
You might be right.
Solomon Stone is looking to take flight here?
So this is not typical of Solomon Stone. He is pulling out all the stops.
He's really desperate for this $10,000. He must have child support coming up or something.
It's not desperate for the money. He wants the title shot.
Oh, but he missed. And missed hard on that concrete mat. Feels like concrete anyway.
That it does. Hard to kill with a coup de grace.
Derringer showing him how it's done. We've got to cover this too. Stone has been eliminated. What a shame.
Hey, I will give you all the credit in the world. It is hard to defeat the hometown hero. But now, I have somebody that I owe a favor to. He's done so many favors for me, and I, as magnanimous as I am, take care of people who take care of me. This is the Iceman!
Well, I guess Jack Kelly just raided the Holland, Michigan talent pool, because here's yet another native of Holland representing the Real Man's Wrestling Club, the Iceman.
The Iceman, Elliot Lumen, being joined by the Territory, Ken Riddle, another member of the Real Man's Wrestling Club. Elliot Lumen is coming out to this crowd. He is a hometown boy, but these fans do not like him.
Absolutely not, and rightfully so. Look at the company he keeps.
Well, you gotta remember, Brian, the Real Man's Wrestling Club motto is win at any cost. So sometimes you have to get favors from people you don't want.
And I guess Ken Riddle and Jack Kelly have confidence in the Iceman by letting him go at it on his own out here.
Just shows you what the Real Man's Wrestling Club is all about. When they know their member has it down, they're not going to help. They don't have to.
Excuse me, now if the Iceman wins the cash, does he split it or does he keep it because he won it on his own?
That is a good question, Brian. I think he'll go ahead and keep it himself. But that's part of being a real man. You do it on your own. You get to keep the spoils.
That's why I'm a broadcast journalist.
Mighty fine one at that.
Thank you. Drew Black and Brian Spencer joining you here on Top Rope TV at the Park Theater in Holland, Michigan. We have had a great night so far for the most part. The man standing at the video wall at the entranceway had a big part to do in some of the not so good moments here, but Dylan Derringer is still hanging on to this gauntlet.
He's been against two opponents. He's now on his third. The Iceman, Elliot Lumen, here in his hometown of Holland, Michigan, showing what he is all about, with an almost win on that gut-wrench suplex just a minute ago.
And regardless of my personal feelings about his last two opponents and this one here, they're not pushovers, Drew.
That you are correct, Brian. These are all hard contenders to work with. These guys are out here knowing that this is worth $10,000 and a shot at the AIWF Continental Championship.
Drew?
Brian?
Let's play hot seat here. Let's put you in the hot seat. Hypothetical situation. You had the chance to do this. What would you want more, the cash or the title shot?
Me, myself, as a man of excellence, I would want that title shot, because that's what this industry is all about, is the 10 pounds of gold that you get to carry around with you. And that, what it means, that upper echelon, I would say, of championships.
You feel getting the title would lead to even more than 10,000 cash someday?
Exactly.
Well, Lumen almost became $10,000 richer in his hometown, but Derringer still has some fight in him.
I think that might be why they call him hard to kill, Brian.
Absolutely. I mean, again, we got to talk about this injury he just went through, and he is back 5 months later. I don't know of any other human being that would even be able to come back to the ring at all.
And I will say this, not just 5 months later after that injury, but to come into a gauntlet match, Brian.
Exactly.
Not just one, not just two, but 3 opponents so far, and how many more he has to face, we don't know.
That's the wild card factor. It's been 3 so far. We don't know how many Jack Kelly has found.
It could be 10, it could be 20, it could be the entire locker room.
We could be here until October when we come back to Holland. We may just have to walk across the street and do the rest of this match there.
Elliot Lumen going for another cover after a suplex.
I'll tell you, joining the Real Man's Wrestling Club has really brought out the aggressiveness of the Iceman. I have never seen him this pumped up, and I've known this young man since he was 13 years old.
They don't call him the Iceman for nothing, Brian. He's got that cold ice steel running through his veins. And Ken Riddle and the amazing Zondo have just brought out that mean streak.
Look at the eyes of the Iceman when he's in the ring. He's just determined. It's a cold stare, as you mentioned. As Derringer and the Iceman were trading blows, Iceman gets the advantage, but a small package. Hold on. Oh!
Kick out by Elliot Lumen, the Iceman there, showing you what he's about.
Iceman setting up for something here. Could it be a Death Valley driver? No!
I don't know what he calls it, but I think we might call it the ice drop.
We call that a miss. Nobody's home.
Dylan Derringer showing you why he is one of the coaches at Camp Justice.
And a drop toe hold brings Derringer back into those hard turnbuckles, Drew.
I think we might see the Iceman's cannonball. Can we say boom?
Snowball, perhaps?
Maybe. I think you might be right.
There we go. Either way, that might be enough. And look at this. Lumen going for the cover, pinning the shoulders down, but not enough to keep Derringer down.
Hard to kill. He is kicking out every time. You got to wonder what kind of damage is being done, though, to that spine and neck that he hurts. So that Danny Astro destroyed him the last time they were in the ring together.
The upper echelon, Cody Manning and Jake Wilder, were on my radio show earlier this week talking about how they were the only ones who have almost killed Dill, and a drop kick counter while in the air on the Iceman.
You've got to remember, back in December at Flint, I was there. I witnessed it. I saw what happened. And that was one of the most damaging injuries I've ever seen.
A hammerlock suplex. There's two. Lumen is out.
Dill, I'm here to tell you, buddy, you are hard to kill, man. This is just like a fairy tale. And you know what every fairy tale needs? A monster. An absolute monster.
Brian, I don't know what this is bringing up.
Everything in his path. I am talking about Obsidian's own.
No.
Yes. We just saw this man just a moment ago decimate, Brian, decimate Gideon Malice and Father Time. I think we might be seeing a man who is $10,000 richer and have a title shot in the next couple of minutes.
I'm not just saying this because, as you saw in his entrance video, that's my neck he has his big hands wrapped around. But walking to the ring right now, the man who has just earned himself $10,000, the giant of Obsidian, the Big D.
When we say giant, this man is giant. I have had the, I shall say, not pleasure, but unfortunate moments in the ring with this man. And let me tell you, when he brings his boot to your face, or he hits you with that devastating clothesline, Brian, it's good night. It's lights out. You don't wake up until tomorrow.
Drew, you once told me that when Big D runs, you run into Big D, it feels like he runs into you.
That is correct. You don't just hit him. He is a brick wall.
And Derringer, with the right idea, he is gonna have to use that speed. Oh boy.
He's going back at those legs. That's how you take the giant down. He's got to go after the legs.
He's tenacious. He's like a pit bull.
He's got to do something, though, to stop that power. And Big D just brings him in and drills him into that shoulder without having to go after him.
We want to remind everybody with Big D in the ring, August 29th, just a matter of weeks away.
Yeah, 2 weeks away.
Obsidian Takeover on Friday Night Fights at my good friend Drew hosts here on Facebook Live and on YouTube. It's a live show from Camp Justice, and Obsidian is taking over on August 29th.
That is correct. We're going to see Obsidian take over Friday Night Fights, but they may be taking over with a new champion in their midst.
They might also be running that show on a $10,000 budget, Drew.
$10,000 is a lot of money when it comes to running a wrestling show.
Derringer, look at him. He is dazed. He is out of it. He doesn't know what is going on, and that certainly did not help. And here wow, he kicked out.
He kicked out of that devastating clothesline. But Big D is not done yet. He has not brought out his entire arsenal yet, Brian. You should see what kind of moves this man can do. He is not going to let anything sit still. He is going to put Dylan through the mat.
Absolutely. Dylan Derringer flying up. He got the big man down. He chopped down the tree. He's going up again. And again. All of the body weight Dylan Derringer has. It's not much, but it's enough.
What a powerful kick out there by Big D. Almost throwing Dylan Derringer out of the ring.
One of my heroes, Gorilla Monsoon, would say kick out with authority, Drew.
You might also say that he's feeling that in the breadbasket.
I think Dylan Derringer is feeling this match everywhere right now. I even think his eyebrows are hurting at this point.
You gotta wonder how much pain he is in right now. He may be hard to kill, but your body eventually gives out. There's nothing you can do.
Headbutt by the giant man. I'm telling you, YouTube does not do this man justice. And he was a split second away from winning this gauntlet. You know, Dylan Derringer's got a fresh Big D in the ring. If Derringer loses this, Big D's he might not have to go through too many other people. He's got a pretty late number in the middle of the pack here, it seems.
Well, you got to remember, the winner gets the title shot. They don't have to continue the gauntlet match. Dylan has to fight through the gauntlet. The winner doesn't have to.
And he just planted Dylan Derringer into South Haven with that choke slam.
Next time, it might be not just into the ring, it might be through the ring and 6 feet under.
Can Jack Kelly do the impossible and kill Whoa!
I think they heard that smack all the way down on 12th Street.
I think they heard it in Bay City, where we're going in October. And he gets met with another choke slam, and now the Big D is just choking him. He better watch out. Hold on.
Big D has to break it. This match can end in a disqualification.
He broke it in the 5 count. If Big D gets disqualified, Derringer moves on, but at this point, does it matter?
It might, but if he wins by disqualification...
Hold it! He didn't let go! He didn't let go! The Big D has disqualified himself!
Ladies and gentlemen, the official just let me know that Big D has been disqualified in this match.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's okay. It's okay. I do have another match for Dylan. It's okay. In fact, this one is special because it's handicapped.
Brian, what does he mean by that?
Bad feeling. Based on my interview with them on Thursday. Yeah.
Jack Kelly is pulling out all the stops.
These men, this past Thursday on my radio show, in their interview, they said they did it once. They're going to do it again.
I truly hope that Dylan Derringer doesn't end up on the receiving end of a loss to Cody Manning and Jake Wilder.
Jake Wilder and Cody Manning look like two cock-walking... Wait a second!
Whoa! Look it out over here. We got Gideon Malice and Big D slugging it out. Malice coming back out to get a little bit of revenge.
Malice, earlier tonight in this card, was screwed out of another title opportunity thanks to the Big D. But as I was saying here, as we're getting back, the upper echelon walking out here like vultures circling their prey.
Was this Jack Kelly's plan all along? Beat the man down, just keep driving him into the ring until he's almost done, and then let Jake Wilder and Cody Manning come in and clean up? You gotta wonder, Brian. You really have to wonder, what is running through the heads right now of Cody Manning and Jake Wilder? Are they licking their chops to go in and just destroy this man?
I've got to ask this again. I asked this of these gentlemen in their interview this past week. Let's say they're the ones to do it again, and they finish the job. They get the $10,000. Drew, let me ask you, who is the AIF Continental Champion?
That would be the Danny Astro, sir.
Danny Astro. And who is Danny Astro a member of?
Sir, that would be the upper echelon.
So, these two win, get the title shot. What happens then?
You got to wonder, are they going to go ahead and say, you know what, we're going to let it go because we're the ultimate team players? Or will that bring dissension into the ranks?
Now, Cody Manning did try to convince me of that on the interview, but I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't buying it.
You might be right, Brian, because you got to realize the real deal, Cody Manning, is one of those men that he might just want the title himself.
Cody even said, maybe I want the title, maybe I don't, but tonight's going to be a case of take the money and run. Derringer's about to fall into our lap here. He is nothing but dead weight at this point in time.
You got to wonder, has the upper echelon finished the job? Are they just toying with him now to say, you know what, we're done?
This is literally just picking the pieces of what the Big D did to Dylan Derringer earlier as Wilder charges in with a huge knee to the face. And now, oh God, he's right in front of us too.
What a chop from Dylan Derringer as a response.
Put the women and children to bed, folks.
You got to see the teamwork from Cody Manning and Jake Wilder. They were most recently the tag team champions before the Midwest Misfits beat them. And they are just showing some tag team skill right now.
Absolutely, and we've got to talk about this. We know what Jake Wilder's made of. He single-handedly defended the tag titles in a match. That is what caused Cody Manning to say, okay, you're legit, be my tag team champion partner.
Right, because Cody Manning was holding those titles by himself for quite some time.
They have developed a very dominant team, but it's not so hard to be dominant against a man who's gone through at least over 25 minutes of battles. Look at this, a miscalculation by the upper echelon. Can Derringer capitalize? He's got him rolled up. We've got a cover. Oh!
Kick out by Cody Manning here. More miscalculations there by the upper echelon. Dylan Derringer showing people what he's made of.
Hard to kill, looking to take flying! Right into the lap of our sponsors, Gerber Commercial. They're gonna need some collision work after that.
You gotta wonder. Now, does Dylan Derringer bring one of them back into the ring to take the pin? Or do we see our referee count them out and end this match?
Not sure. We're seeing the count start right now, but Derringer's just going to fight all over this place.
They're behind us right now. Looks like they're using the
Lord, they're
walls.
going back again.
Brian, you might want to move.
4.
Literally fighting above my shoulder right now.
He's rolling down the side of you, Brian. We got Cody. Oh, Jake Wilder right behind, hitting Dylan Derringer in the back.
He's hitting somebody.
In a moment of just sheer attitude, you got Jake Wilder coming up there and smacking him around. The real deal Cody Manning is still laying on the ground in front of us.
Cody Manning suffering a big laceration on his shoulder. That's the second busted open we've seen here tonight as Jake Wilder.
Is he going to the top?
I think he's just hot dogging and grandstanding, as the Macho Man would say. Jake Wilder, glad it wasn't him that got busted up. And I think, is he coming out here to check on his partner?
Yeah, he is coming around here to check on his buddy.
Gotta wonder if there's any worse injury to that arm of Cody Manning now.
Well, we see him over here nursing that shoulder. It seems like it might be hurt pretty bad.
I'm also seeing a ton of welts on the back of the big deal Cody Manning. He is banged up. Of course, if you're thrown into a wall and down a couple of steps, that's gonna happen.
Absolutely, Brian. But now, as you said earlier, like vultures to the carcass, Cody Manning and Jake Wilder have returned to beating up Dylan Derringer, but they're doing it right in front of the man's fiance.
Yeah.
Now that is dastardly. That is horrible.
The class of the upper echelon. And wait a minute. Is Dylan Derringer busted open now too?
I see I see a crimson red all over Jake Wilder, and you got to wonder, is that himself, or is that coming from?
Oh, no!
It is coming from Dylan Derringer.
God.
Get it back in the ring at least.
Oh, we might have to stop this. I know it's for a Continental title shot, but
Eventually, he's going to pass out from blood loss.
a man's life is at stake here.
He is hurting. There is a mask of crimson across Dylan Derringer's face. I don't know what we've got going on here right now, Brian, but I myself am in fear for Dylan Derringer right now.
We were talking about the laceration on Cody Manning. That's a paper cut compared to Dylan Derringer right now.
Everybody move! Everybody behind security!
We've got the official trying to get some control here again to bring them back to the ring, Brian.
And this capacity crowd, they're trying to suplex Derringer.
Derringer not getting that suplex.
He reversed it. There's Xavier Justice checking on Dylan Derringer.
The fans need to move out of the way because this is going to turn ugly fast.
Wait a second. Derringer's not going to do what I think he's going to do, is he? He's pointing.
He's pointing to the top.
He wants to go up. He wants to go to the balcony.
Hey, let it through, let it through.
We've got to get some crowd control here.
Security needs to do their job and get control of this match.
There's restrooms over there. Maybe Derringer is just going to get patched up so he can continue this match.
He could be.
Maybe that's what we're doing. Wait a second.
He could be going to get himself taken care of.
No.
Wait. He is telling. It looks like we've got him coming up to the top.
There is a stirring in the crowd above the Park Theater in the balcony section. Those are VIP red leather seats. No, come on.
Brian, he is up on the balcony. Brian, do you think he's going to do what I think he's going to do?
He can't do this. That's plate glass. He can't get over it.
He is not only hard to kill, but I think this man has a few brain cells loose from getting hit in the head.
Don't do it. You've got a fiancé, Derringer.
Derringer, you got family.
Don't you do it. Look out.
Taking out the entire security team, Brian.
We need help. We need help out here now.
We need something. We need medical assistance. We need referees. Can you get control of this match, ref?
Couldn't have said it better myself, Drew.
Jack Kelly calling for the referee to start counting. We got our ref at a count of, what is it at right now? A count of 4. If it hits 10, this is over.
They're so far from the ring, I don't know how he's going to make it in.
We got bodies everywhere. Security just in the way.
Hold it.
Dylan, hey, Brian, Dylan Derringer's up and crawling to the ring.
Like a car wreck. He's emerging from a plane wreck. Dylan, it's not worth it, man. Come on. Think of your health. Think of your fiancé. Come on, Dylan.
Brian, he is back in the ring.
He beat the count. He beat the count. I don't believe this.
He beat the 10 count.
I guess Dylan Derringer has finally earned his championship match.
Brian, you had to think this was going to happen.
AIWF Continental Champion, Astro!
After 6 men, Jack Kelly deems him worthy of the title shot.
Didn't he say, though, if Dylan won, he got his title shot, but he didn't say when. Of course you would think the upper echelon is doing this. I've just been told by the official that Dylan Derringer is good to go. They are going to go ahead and let this match go.
I don't believe that for a second. I think Dylan Derringer told him, don't you dare stop this match.
You might be right, Brian. You might be right.
I do not believe he is good to go at all. Look at this, like the Cheshire Cat.
Danny Astro is licking his lips. He sees a wounded, defeated broken Dylan Derringer in the ring. He may be hard to kill, but right now he cannot even stand up.
You know, Drew, I had the pleasure of having Danny and Jack on my radio show this week. Danny predicted a night off. This is close enough.
You can say that again, Brian. When we get to that moment when you've already been beaten and broken and abused by 6 other men.
I just want to put this in perspective here. Dylan Derringer has gone through 6 men in over 35 minutes. Danny Astro hasn't done a damn thing tonight.
You're right, Brian. He's the fresh man. He is going to come in here with absolutely no injury, no stress, no tired, no exhausted. He is fresh as fresh can be. And I think, I may have to say this might be ending very quickly.
You know, Astro says it's not rocket science. It's also not fair to Dylan Derringer.
Our official is checking on Dylan Derringer, telling him he's going. I got to ring the bell. Dylan going to throw a punch there, but Danny Astro just easily sidestepping it, Brian.
Absolutely no energy left. He just drove off a balcony, for crying out loud.
I have seen levels of exhaustion, Brian, but I have not seen this. I have not seen a man just dig down to the very bottom of what he's got.
Fumes. It's fumes. That's what he's on right now, Drew, is fumes.
But you gotta wonder, this crowd right now is terrified for the safety of Dylan Derringer.
Derringer lost so much blood in the final, most recent few moments of this match. He can't even get up. This is, I don't even know what to say.
He's throwing a few punches in desperate attempt to do something, but Danny Astro is just standing there like the champion he is, Brian. Let's be honest, he is the champion. He is taking advantage of the situation.
Drew, I have all the respect in the world for you, but if this is what you consider a champion?
He's one of the best.
I'm not denying that at all. I have said for many years Danny Astro is one of the greatest talents, not just here in Pure Pro, but in all of professional wrestling.
But, Brian, remember, Flint, December, he signed the contract with Jack Kelly to be a part of the upper echelon. That is how he won this title. Did Jack Kelly, did he sell his soul? Is what I'm saying here.
Absolutely.
So,
Drew, I was there in Flint, Michigan.
So was I.
Years before that, when Danny was recruited by Jack Kelly, and Danny threw the t-shirt in his face and defeated Dylan Knight for the Michigan State heavyweight title. He at one point was trying to end the upper echelon. What could Jack Kelly have possibly done to turn him to the other side?
Kick out by Dylan Derringer. Brian, I don't know what he's got.
It's muscle memory. It had to be muscle memory at that point. He don't have any more.
As we were saying earlier, right now, Danny Astro is showing you, I am the champion. I am going to control this match. I don't need anybody else to do it. I will destroy Dylan Derringer myself.
The Holland crowd chanting for Dylan. Jack Kelly smiling and dancing mockingly to it. That skid mark of life.
Brian, I don't want to cut you off, but Danny Astro there is pointing to the blood of Dylan Derringer on his hand, telling the crowd, look at this. Look at what is happening here. This man has nothing left. He just needs to lay down. Let the 3 count happen. Think of your family, Dylan. Think of your fiance. Think of the fans. You may be hard to kill, but we don't want to see it here.
Not going to help that cut running into the turnbuckle. It's not exposed, but it's still going to bust him open even more. This referee's just got to... It's kind of like what Dylan had to do for Dylan Knight at Retro Slam. He's got to call it.
Somebody's going to have to get in here and step in and stop this because Dylan Derringer is not going to quit.
Look at this. Trying so hard on his back. Trying to throw kicks on his back.
I respect Danny Astro on so many levels, but I don't know. You know, he is a great champion. He's a great man. He's a great person to step in the ring with. But I don't know right now.
Look at Derringer still trying. I want to say there's a part of me that still believes in Dylan Derringer, but I don't know.
Brian, I think we're all but done. But you also got to think of it, Danny Astro is just... Wait, we're seeing a couple of elbows.
Where is he getting this? Super kick! Super kick! Astro's out! Astro's out! Cover it, Derringer! Get that title!
Dylan's got to bring his body over, but you got to remember Danny Astro is still pretty fresh. Dylan Derringer's been in there for over 35 minutes at this point.
It only takes one good shot. Derringer got it. We have a new Continental champion.
Kick out by Danny Astro.
Are you sure?
Yes, we
sure?
are sure.
He's sure it was two.
Dylan Derringer staring at the crowd with that mask of red. Just how much has this man lost? Wait, he's signaling.
He's
talking
signaling
about
a
to continue
crimson
the
mask.
match.
We're talking about a crimson mask. Derringer might be setting up for the ginger drop, his patented high-flying finishing move.
He signaled for it. Let's see what's going to happen.
He has won the title several times with this move. If he hits it on Astro, it could be over no matter how fresh Astro is. Derringer setting up. He's up. He's airborne. He missed it.
You got to wonder if the blood loss has led to this. The missed timing, the Danny Astro getting out of the way, or was this just Danny Astro being the better wrestler?
It was just Danny Astro being more fresh and more aware. That's what it had to be.
You might be right, Brian. You might be right. Danny Astro ascending to the top. We're going to see the Galaxy Collector at the top rope. He's just going to show everybody.
Danny Astro looking to soar into the cosmos. Astro missed two. That's it. The wind's knocked out of him. Derringer has a chance. Cover that man. And now, months of pent-up frustration. Setting it up. Missed the super kick. Big boot to the face. Irish whip. Brings him down.
That's got to be it, Brian. That's got to be it.
I think both men took, I think Derringer, did he reverse that while he was going into the fall? I think both men are hurt.
Well, that move takes a lot out of you. And when you've got Dylan Derringer in there for over 35 minutes, throwing the last-second desperation attempt to reverse something.
Yes, and I think he got some of it because Danny Astro is very staggered right now.
He looks a little dazed. He may have caught an elbow to the head.
Wait a second, what is this? Cody Manning has just handed Astro the AIWF Continental title. What are they still doing out here? He is now distracting our referee. Derringer's up! And back down!
That's it. That's got to be all she wrote, Brian.
I cannot believe the upper echelon. He kicked out at one! He kicked out at one!
You got to wonder, this has got to be everything. He's got to be at his last-ditch effort, the very bottom of the barrel.
Drew, how the heck did he do that?
Again, that last little bit, there's something there. This crowd is bringing him up. The Holland crowd is just showing.
Astro sets up the catch-22, connects with it, right on the button. We've got a cover. Two.
Another kick out.
Kicked out again. How is this possible?
Again, we're going back to the muscle memory. The nothing left but just that pure determination to hold on to the moniker.
Wait a second.
Get the title.
Wait a second. Danny Astro setting it up, the move that ended Dylan Knight's career. It's radio silence, but Dylan Derringer's trying to fight out of it. He's lost so much blood, he's being choked out.
He's trying, Brian. He's trying to fight. He's trying.
Dylan's fading. Derringer's fading. Derringer's out. That's one. If it drops two more times, it's over.
That's
We've got two. Oh my!
He fought out of it, Brian. He did it. He drop.
Nothing surprises me anymore, but now Danny Astro re-cinches in the radio silence. He's got it fully locked now, hammering onto the busted forehead of Dylan Derringer. The radio silence is in. This ended Dylan Knight's career. Could this end Dylan Derringer's dreams tonight? That's it.
Continental champion, Danny Astro!
I don't even want to look at that man.
Brian, but he's showing you what it's got. Win at all costs, Brian. Win at all costs.
Does Danny Astro get the money now too?
Brian, you might be right.
I'll tell you what, Jack Kelly and his men have stunk up this entire night here in Holland.
You know, I gotta be honest with you, I don't remember a whole lot after those chokes and the choke slams from Big D, but I do remember a couple things. Jake Wilder, I remember you launching me into that guardrail, and I came up and I was covered in blood. And then I remember, it's very hazy, but I remember climbing to the top of the world, to the top of Park Theater here in Holland, and I remember jumping off onto the upper echelon. I guess, Danny Astro, there's only one thing left to say. I made my way to you. I had my shot, fair and square, whatever you want to call it, for the AIWF Continental Championship. But the fact is I'm still bleeding, which means I am still alive. If I'm still alive, I'm still fighting, because I am hard to kill.